Alrighty. Hello, hello. Just chilling and stitching. I've got a candle and everything to move said candle. Hello and welcome. Get started. Blech. Here. Okay, so let's get started indeed. Cat. Even when she's not in here annoying me, the cat is still annoying me. Hello! Hey, Wargasm! Happy to see you here. Definitely happy to see you here. I love hearing from you because I don't get to see you as often. How's the music balance, by the way? You'll have to let me know because it's super loud in my headphones. Hey, soy-based. We may have to start. This thread is so long. Yeah, I like pulling from both ends, but this thread is so long. And I have a camera in my way. Oh, good. Good. In fact, I think I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit, because holy crap, it's so loud in my headphones. Pardon the slightly wet hair. Just hopped out of the shower not too long ago, and it takes a hot second to dry. There we go. I may have to do something with the hair, because it keeps getting caught. Oh, good! I'm super glad that he likes it. I'm always glad to hear if my players are... Okay, wait a minute. What just happened? I messed all of that. I have to redo all of those stitches. But I'm glad to hear that Aegis is having a good time. We're still, we still got room for another player, too. The, Thursday game that you were originally part of kinda is on a bit of a hiatus. Just schedules and people are busy, and even when we could play, it was kind of like I was tired and out of it, and I think somebody else missed it, and yeah, just the usual kind of scheduling monster fluff stuff, but that's okay. I don't honestly need to be DMing 3 games a week, I just have a problem. By the way, the camera's just sitting on the desk this time instead of mounted to anything per se. It's sitting on a tripod on the desk. So if I bump the desk, it's gonna bump the camera pretty bad. But outside of that, it should wiggle less than last time. Cross-stitching, this is artificer. So see that image above my head? That is what the final product is gonna look like. We are playing on Tuesdays. Basically the same time as the Thursday game, just different day of the week. Okay, cat, don't get in my way, cat. Okay, so there we go. Alright, so now that's taken care of. So now what I need to do, come over here, tap that, right? And here's what we should see. We should see 1, 2, 3. Something's... Oh. This is not right. Every time I start a stream, I end up in the middle of a bugger, so this is just par for the course. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So this is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aha! This is not correct. So this part is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I had that right the first time. And then... So this one... So I had that part right the first time. And I had this wrong. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3. So there's too many. Okay, hold on. I gotta get my stuff straight here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's from no, it's from here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, that's correct? Hang on, something's not right. This is 1. Goodness gracious. I managed to bugger this up something good, didn't I? Alright, here we go. So this only has 1. Before I go messing with that. 1, 2, and down. This should be 2. But this should be 4. Two, so like let's say it's that one and that one. Holy crap, I'm kind of mystified at how this ended up this way. Because these are each 3. 2 sets of 3. Oh, and then there's a set of 2 down here. Yeah, that tracks. A set of 3. Set of 3, set of 3, set of 4. Set of 3, set of 3. Color in a set of 3. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there should be one more of these here. This should scoot over, which means presumably these guys would scoot over. I think that's where I messed up. Oh, comic art. That's neat. More skill than I have anyways. Alright, I'm gonna try to do this with my opposite hand, because there's a camera in the way, so... Yay. Oh, that's coming through. My other half is here in the room with me. Ugh. Okay, kitty cat, I love you, but you gotta go. You're just being a problem. Alright, so what we need to do is X-nay this guy. We don't need to X-nay them, we just need to extend them. And then we need to X-nay these 3. Are they all the problem children? I really hope I didn't neck the fabric there. Okay. But yeah, other than that, how are you doing, Wargasm? I mean, we miss having you in the game, of course, but understand that sometimes life has to life. How is everyone doing, indeed? go. Boy, the number of times I've had to do stitches and then rip them back out in this project is absolutely uncanny. Absolutely uncanny. That's good to hear. She's doing better. You push down there. Okay, so here's the issue. So these are supposed to be... Oh, great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's supposed to be another stitch here. And then this is supposed to be moved over. Yeah, so okay, I see what happened here. So this also needs to go because this stitch is incorrect, which I don't know if I have to cut him or not. Maybe. So I need to, let's see. So I took out these guys, took out him. That's what we're looking at now, and this one's technically already done. Okay. It only takes getting off by a little bit to really throw everything off. And yeah, I could, sometimes you can just, like, keep going. Sometimes you can just kind of work past it. You know, just mark it off on the pattern and pretend like it's the right color and then just keep going. But, you know, I'm gonna try and stop and fix this one. Come on. Come on out of there. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Stubborn little bugger, ain't you? Stubborn. There you go. Get all that fluff out of there. Alright, here we go. Ooh. The stitching. The stitching. Actually, I need to turn it like that or I can't work on it. Maybe I need to put the camera on the other side. Unclear. Work in progress, this whole setup. Okay, so... that being the case... Yep, so now I'm just gonna actually... I'm not gonna fret with replacing those. I'm just gonna go back to this other color and then... I'll fill those back in later when I go back to that color. Okay. So finishing off that one. And then... so here's what I'm gonna do actually, just because, again, I'm experimenting with this setup. I'm going to do that and that, but then I'm going to do this. I thought it would be fun. I'm, again, obviously still experimenting with it, but I don't have a spot that I like to put the camera. I had the other spot where I had it this morning on the Talking Drek episode, but it was kind of like, I don't know, I kind of wanted to, I was messing around with it and came across this and thought, oh, this is fun. Let me try this angle. Just because it's different. Okay, so actually you're gonna go here. So I just thought it would be a fun, different angle. Oh, so the second one doesn't go there. Okay, hold on. Shoot, the second one goes here. And I'm going to want to be careful of that corner pulling in a bad way. which I think it already is. In fact, I'm gonna move this a little bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and turn that up a little bit. There we go. Oh gosh, it's getting so fluffy. So not underneath. Come on. Nope. Over there, he made a steak for breakfast this morning, so he's over there eating his steak. I'm not a steak person, really. Oh, there you go. This poor floss thread has been so tortured. So tortured. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get a better... There we go. Okay, mark all these off. That fluff is not doing me any favors. So not doing me any favors. Split thread. Joy. Well, right on. Yeah, go ahead and send that to me. I will mention in advance that I'm not like say a connoisseur of comic book art, so I'm not gonna be able to like if I look at it and go, oh yeah, that looks good, that's just because it looks good to me. I'm not gonna be able to add much detail to it, or I don't know. I don't really know what I'm trying to get across, but I'm not a connoisseur of kind of comic book art, so take anything I say with a pinch of salt, I guess. The Joker is also probably like my least favorite character ever of all time. So I'm also biased to just be like meh towards anything that is Joker related. I just think that the Joker is overdone. I don't know. I don't think that he's that good in the first place. And then to top off... Okay, excuse you. Oh, I see what it did there. Okay, there we go. My pattern was giving me grief. Apparently everything wants to give me grief today, so... par for the course, I guess. Still not sure how I like that camera angle. I'm still kind of hemming and hawing about it. I mean, on the one hand, it's kind of different, but On the other hand, maybe there's a reason why you always see stitching stuff at a top-down angle. Maybe because that's what it should be at. Great, this corner is going to be difficult. Man, these stitches are just not coming out good. Like, they just... I can't quite put my finger on it, but I am non-pleased with this. I am not pleased with this. It's just not looking good to me. I'm gonna fix this one. Oh, I see, because it came from down there. Yeah, I really gotta stop doing that upwards diagonal. I really gotta stop doing that upwards diagonal. It's messing with me too much. Well, that wasn't even an upwards diagonal. That was just a straight upward. Man, that really messed with me, though. Okay. I've got lots of... I gotta ping Goss real quick. Be like, where are you at, buddy? You wanted to come stitch with us. Where are you at? Just let him know. Okay. Yeah, I'll ask you guys, what do you think of the kind of sideways angle? I mean, on the one hand, I was trying for something like a little bit different that you don't always see, and on the other hand, I'm kind of like hemming and hawing about how it looks, slash the fact that the camera's right next to me, so I'm like at risk of bumping it quite frequently. I'm just gonna drop this down a bit. Yeah, some of these just look really bad. Let's see if we can do a better job, eh, guys? Let's see if we can maybe do a better job. Oh, we're playing the Bears today. All right. Da Bears. Da Bears. Hello, gods. There you are. I was wondering. How many times have we done this now where I end up doing a Stitch stream basically just for you? Or Aegeus? That's okay, though. It encourages me to get stitching done, because let's be honest, if I wasn't doing this, I'd be playing some sort of video game, not getting any stitching done. And this is probably the better of the two outcomes. But we need to do these over again, because my goodness, some of those were just really ugly stitches. There's a couple of ugly stitches. There's one down over here, too, that I'm really not super fond of. It just looks bad. Another one over here. I mean, they don't have to be perfect, but it'd be nice if they at least look semi-good, especially on a high contrast. You know, if you've got a dull, dark colored thread on a dull, dark colored fabric. Okay, sure. But when you've got this bright yellow color on a contrasting fabric, it really stands out when the stitches are not laying well. I might just get a new reign of... Oh. was that? I will find out here shortly. If you hear random expletives, it's related to football. What was that? Did they knock it out? Oh, they knocked the ball out. Yeah, the artifice, well, so maybe, well, so we're doing the Stitch Ventures right now, and the quest for the Stitch Venture is pick one project and work solely on that project. I was gonna do Mirabilia, which also would have a different, totally different camera setup that I've not attempted yet. And because I need to get her skin done, so, which is really tedious. So I was gonna do Mirabilia, but this morning I wanted to hop on the Talking Drek episode, and I needed something I could put up in a pinch, you know, like turn on camera, here we go. And because this is a smaller project and sits on top of the desk, it's a lot easier. So I ended up doing this for Talking Drek. And then I was like, well, if I'm going to do a Stitch stream, and if I've already done Artificer, so at this point it's kind of like, since I started with Artificer, I'm kind of just committed to making it the Stitch Ventures project. But essentially, I don't know about most bland though. Stop bouncing. So let's take a look-see. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to do a little reconfiguring here. Oh, hey, one thing I did forget to do, and I now see it. I see it. All right, let me go here. Pause. Pop out. Yeah. Exit, exit. Here, here. Come on. There you go. There we go. Okay. Now you guys can have the chat over there too, which was always supposed to be part of it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is go back to my original setup from this morning with that top down, because I kind of like that better. And then I can show you, guys what I was going to try and show you guys. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do... Excuse me. I have to, like, scoot super far sideways to... But yeah. Oh, okay, gods. Tell us a charming artificer story. Oh, some of the wall poking out there. Good enough. Close enough. Don't care. Alright, so let's do... Charming artificer story. I might have to move this light. Okay, so... Now we know. I don't know how well that's gonna work. I did it differently this morning, so... But hey, that's part of what this is for, is experimenting a little bit. So I need to lift you up and take you... There. That's my ideal spot. D&D cup. With my... This is coffee brand coffee, s'mores flavored with like a pinch of Jameson cold brew in it. Okay. That text looks way too small. I think I'll fix that at some eventual point. Alright, let's see. Pop. Whitewashes a little bit, but it's kind of a side effect of what I have to do to see. Turns out. There we go. Turning it down works. Okay, so let's do... That blocks that so much light. I'm just experimenting with the potential setup here, guys, so... Okay, I've told you a story about how we hijacked things. I'm gonna have to go back and read that here in a second. Ugh, can't do that. It'll work. During the pandemic, when my table was playing for our first campaign together in more than a decade, the initial character you played was a ranger artificer multi-class, just so that you could largely be as useless as possible. Anyway, I think I have told you the story about how we hijacked the fiendish contract system to basically just... Let's see, I'm multitasking here. Un momento. Un momento. Alright. Right now, we're going back to our original setup, but I will work on getting a better setup in future, so it's not like necessarily the side view. Also, properties. Let's do... I'm messing with the just... I haven't had the chance to... That's where I've always had it, it's just... Okay. Okay, so... Let's check out this artificer story real quick. It's a system to basically give ourselves whatever we wanted because our DM was not a lawyer. A player and their character are. So, recognize unimaginably glorious loopholes, and amongst the... That was a wand of Orcus by virtue of how we acquired it. and we could not corrupt a mortal who wielded it, as it had been freely given. As you might know, artificers get the class ability Arcane Firearm, and I had never used it even when we had reached the point where we had gone past level 20. Because I never once cast an attack spell or made an attack roll throughout the entire campaign. But Arcane Firearm allows the character to turn a wand into an arcane firearm. And the Wand of Orcus is large. So basically we essentially grabbed rationality by the throat, strangled it, and left it. Okay. Thus was born the Shotgun of Orcus. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna to have Steve go back. Steve is our resident artificer player. In fact, this project is for him. So, one of the reasons why I was messing with the camera view so much was, I mean, one, trying to get a better angle on the stitching itself. Two, trying not to have the camera be so close that it's messing with me. But three, I was going to do some comparisons for you because you said that you thought Artificer was the most bland. Now, you might say that because it's all different shades of brown, but if I swap out here for a second, you may notice that, try and get the glare off. So, Sorceress here, you'll notice the massive quantities of purple. So, like, when I was doing that dice, it was just days of purple doing the face of that d6. Here is Rogue right here, which, as you can see, large quantities of black. Rogue was the last one we were working on. So just lots and lots of black, and then doing a little bit on the sword. So if you look even side by side here, Artificer versus Rogue, they're not too, and their Sorcerer, they're kind of about the same in terms of they have large quantities of the similar colors grouped together. In fact, Artificer is even unique because it has a little orb right there. Whoops. That little orb right above the R and the hammer in the background. So Artificer is probably going to have a little more color variation than some of the other ones. Alright. Enough yik-yakking. Back to the stitching. Okay, what are we on? 676? 676. I want to get a fresh pull, as it were. Your color differentiation skills different. Bleh. Okay, so let's try this again. We've got a fresh pull, so hopefully we don't have the same issue we had before where it's being really fuzzy. And we're working in a very difficult direction, so in fact, instead of doing... No, we should work in that upward direction. So we should do... Let's see. Also, yeah, let's tighten this up a bit. There we go. And let's tie you down like so. There we go. That way you're at least tied down by something. Scissor. Okay. Oh. There it goes. Okay, so this one is going up into the... See, there's that harsh diagonal. Harsh diagonal. This is a difficult fabric color to work on, I'll give it that. This is easily the most difficult of all of the D&D projects that I've done because of the dark colored fabric. Okay, so there's those. We're gonna backtrack over here, which is gonna pull that corner in the opposite direction, which is gonna help tidy that up. Okay. Hi. Is that gonna make that stitch messy? Yeah, yeah it is. Oh my gosh. Trying to get these stitches to lay nice on some of these is kind of rough. I'm not sure why I'm struggle busting so much. I really can't go in certain directions with it. It's just pulling. It's pulling so much. I'm nomming of the steak in the background there. I apologize in advance if the nomming of the steak is coming through. Okay, so now we're gonna undo that one. Instead of going that direction, let's try going this direction. At least it'll pull that corner in a slightly different way. Now that I've learned about that corner pulling, now I can't unlearn it. It's forever changed me. Alright, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, now let's go back and do it. Now we can pull that corner in an opposite direction. There we go. Hopefully that tidies that up a little bit. See, on a somewhat random note, I've decided if I ever run a game of D&D again, I'm going to abandon the traditional game currencies as a way of providing balance. Ignore the lists for pieces given in the DM's guild just because they're so bad for the kind of economy present in such a game. I'm not sure I'm following, Gauze. You may have to enlighten me a little bit. Okay, so we did that one, and then we did that one. And now we can do this one. Actually, that was easier going back the other way. Okay, there we go. There we go. A little easier. And 2. Okay, it only goes to 2. And then, let's see, if we do 2 and then we back up a step, that pulls that corner. It's not perfect, but it's slightly improved from where it was before. Go. Carl, something or other currency word I'm not able to pronounce at this time. So you have copper, silver, and gold and platinum. Oh yeah, I guess in default D&D you do. We're kind of terrible. I never play with gold, silver, and platinum and copper. Well, I shouldn't say never. I have done that, but I think I ended up abandoning it. Where is that? Okay, here we go. Okay, so now those two are complete. So now we're going to do... Oh, both of those are going to pull. How about we just do the one above? Wait, what in the world? Oh, I think I messed that up. Shouldn't be there. Okay, hold on, what was the last stitch I did? Just these two? Let's see if we can fix that. Trade that out for farthing, penny, shilling, crown, and pound. Oh, so you're just talking about the... Okay. Yeah. Just talking about a different kind of currency, really. But not that it's, like, are you trying to adjust for different, like, values? Is it not just the name of it? Like, a shilling is a copper, who cares? Or is there an adjustment to the value and, like, how many, say, shilling... I'm not familiar with those terms, but are you changing it so that, you know, it's more in line with, or historically accurate with real-world costs, I guess is what I'm asking. This yellow is extremely difficult. Oi. This yellow and how it sits is extremely difficult. Okay, so now I'm supposed to go... 3. There we go. That is not... every other stitch. Okay, let's try this again. 2, 3. This should not be this difficult. Really shouldn't. There we go. Alright, that one stitch is just gonna have to be ugly. There is no getting around it. It's just gonna have to be ugly. Boy, the next one is way up there in the nether somewhere, so we're gonna end this one instead. Because I have had enough of this particular shade of yellow. Oh my gosh. I'd rather do the browns. Come on. Come on, Needle. You're fine. Come on. There you go. It's not hard. Just go. Ah. Pennies 4 farthings, shillings 12 pence, crowns 5 shillings, pounds 4 crowns. Ultimately, the characters would be more likely to lose those smaller currencies, and even if they awarded shillings, but not wealthy. It makes acquisition of influence from wealth occur much slower. I do feel like there's something a little bit out of whack with the currency in D&D. and as a result, I ended up just not using it. So, and it kind of never really affected the game all that much. The players aren't really interested in I won't say aren't interested, but we did just fine without. Yeah, we did just fine without. Boy, you can really tell how messy it is when you're looking at it from the side, can't you? Okay, let's do like something nicer and easier on Portori. Is that nicer and easier? I can't quite tell. Because if I do that one, then that one. Versus if I go that way. Versus if I just go that way. Yeah, let's do that one. What is that, 3022? I don't have 3022 apparently. Shame. Alright, well, let's see what do we got. We can come down this way. That won't be a bad plan. Let's like do some of this and kind of come down this way. In fact, we can even start right down here and just come along the edge there. So 21, we do have 3021. You know, it just occurred to me, you said earlier that you thought Artificer was the most bland of all the projects you've seen. It just occurred to me that Artificer is kind of the first one that has neutral, non-vivid colors. So what I was saying earlier was that a lot of the other projects have a lot of the same color, but it's a lot nicer and easier to stomach that one color or that dominant color when it's a bright, vivid color versus just like brown. Although Rogue had a lot of black in it, but it also had a bright, vivid background too. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look at what we've got going on here. Alright, so we're gonna do... Let's just start the one underneath. There we go. So this should be fresh fabric. This fabric was not part of the previous attempts at this project, so it hasn't been frogged. So this fabric over here should be a lot easier to work with, at least until we get down into this region. Oh, you can't even see that, but when we get lower down, it's gonna get tricksy. We're gonna have to go slow and careful. But for the moment, we can just go this way. So, for example, even the lowest rung nobility would probably need around 1,000 or 100 pounds per year, which is 2,000 shillings just to maintain for the family. Party's getting 500, dividing it 4 ways. They certainly live comfortably, but they aren't buying property or building a keep. It's fair. Maybe it's because I find it tedious, but I'm kind of one of those DMs where we don't really get into the currency part of it. My players don't like, I think, role-playing through shops unless there's like a really interesting NPC there. I did do a little bit of currency one time with the, I think that was the Thursday group. And, because they were in a potion shop. And I just completely went off the cuff. I don't have a good head for, oh, this item should be worth about this much money. and there's simultaneously not enough and way too much available information for how to solve that for DMs. So finally I just ended up making it up as I went, saying, oh, I don't know, about this much, that seems about right. And the players liked that. I mean, they were fine with it. They're like, oh yeah, that sounds reasonable. So, and it was just like a couple of silver because it wasn't anything expensive. We just don't track currency. Like, they don't go to shops and purchase things, and they don't tend to get currency as rewards for quests or anything like that. I don't know. We just tend not to even have it, if that makes sense. I'll raise this up a little bit so that I can get access to the thing. Alright, so that's 2 down. So now this one's gonna go directly underneath. Excuse me, I stand corrected. Oop. I think, or I suspect anyways, that the kind of D&D that I play is a very, I guess, like Brian's Grey Goo concept. That is certainly not how I would have described it, like, in a vacuum, but there's definitely an element to a sort of, I guess, new age style. I'm not sure how to phrase it, but I don't think I play the same kind of D&D that was being played in, say, like the 80s or some such. And not just in terms of like, oh, but the system is so different. I think it's generally a kind of a different style of play where I just don't know how I would describe it. Or if that's even real accurate. Oh sure, thanks Soy for letting us know. Lurkers are certainly welcome. It is, after all, a relaxing Stitch stream when I'm not busy flubbing with the cameras. You know what, I haven't been doing it because it's kind of a lot of money, and I could get by without it. But I'm starting to think I might need to invest in like an actual, like, legit tripod, like the big, like, set it on the ground, it goes all the way up, like a tripod, that would allow me to get a sort of over my shoulder. Because the problem I'm having is I need to have a camera on this. I need to have a camera on me. I need to have those two views, not, brain. Whatever. Like, earlier this morning on Talking Drek, if I would have had this camera on, you would have just seen a bunch of gear right here in front of my face. You know, so I need to have the two views not interfere with each other. And I need to have the light, and I need to have enough light, but not whitewashed, on me, but enough light to see what I'm doing in the room, because what you see on the screen, what the camera's picking up, is not necessarily always indicative of what's in the room. Like, and then the mic, which also needs to be somehow kind of sort of off camera, which it's not, it's over here, but because of the blurred, covered up nature, I'm getting away with it. All of that to say, I'm thinking I might have to just knuckle down and invest in like a really nice tripod, and then some sort of, and I have a boom arm that I could put the camera on, but the problem I've had in the past with the boom arm is you get this effect all the time, and it makes me seasick, so I can't imagine what it does to anyone who's watching. So it's like, oh, I probably just need to make the investment. Wait, what? So I did you. Then I come down. Okay, I see where I'm, okay. Back. swear my regular stitching isn't always like this. This was the start of Mira, though. When I first started Mira, even though it was like off camera, I just struggled with that so much. I would do 5 stitches and then frog 3 of them, and then do 5 stitches and then frog 2 more. It was the worst. Okay, so we're not actually over there yet. We're over here. So we just did this across. What is going on? This is not that color, right? The next one should be this one. Nope. Okay. Yeah, that is the next one. So this is the next one here. So that's that one. Oh yeah, I have breakfast. I have a breakfast and I haven't even... I have breakfast and I haven't even, like, touched it. It's in here. I'm gonna prepare my breakfast while I'm trying to figure this out. Oh, it's not just me, it's the thing. Okay. The music just like cut out randomly and I was like, what is that? There it goes. Alright. So, we did 2. Is this? Oh, okay, I see. So we did a cross here. I need to do 1 here. Come straight down. Okay. 7 and 7 at the start of the second half. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like we should be kicking their butts way more than we are. I'm not sure where they're sitting at. We'll be sitting at like 7 and 2? 8 and 2. We're sitting at 8 and 2 and they're sitting at 4 and 6. I feel like we should be kicking their butts way more than that by now. Dang it. Guys always choke mid-season, I swear. Okay, so we go straight down and straight over. Straight down and straight over. Okay, now we're where we ought to be. Beautiful. Okay, now we're in a much better spot. See, that wasn't so bad, was it? And I even got a bite of my breakfast. Okay. Goes back to that video I showed you the other day where there's so much disdain for WotC. The Unity have developed its own culture among the people who kept it alive and supported it. Now the makers of D&D have essentially said that this isn't for you any- Well, yeah, I remember what's-his-name coming out and straight up saying, like, if you're a white dude, quit playing this. And I'm like, alright. No, go tick off your customer base and then fail as a company. That's fine. I don't care. Don't let the anti-WotC rhetoric. Yeah, and here's the thing. It's not like I'm a huge fan of theirs or something. It's not like I'm like, how dare you dislike WotC? Like, I totally get it. I'm not necessarily a big fan of theirs either. I guess I just, Like, after scrolling past thumbnail after thumbnail after thumbnail after thumbnail, a D&D is dead. Why D&D is dead? It's gone. D&D is crushed. It's destroyed. Like, excuse me. You get to a point where you're like, all right, move on, guys. I'm done with the hate baiting. I'm good. I got the picture. I got the point. I don't know. Maybe that's unsympathetic or such. Maybe it, that's just my take on it at this point in time. Because I feel like one of two things is going to happen. Either A, there really is a big customer base for this new D&D, for this new audience that will keep them afloat. In which case, great, they found their market. And everyone who is not in that market is going to go run in different systems anyways. They pretty much already have. Or there's not enough of an audience in that new market that they're trying to cater towards, and that's unsustainable, and they're going to either right the ship, as it were, to function as a business, or the ship's going to go down. So I guess 3 potential outcomes. That's kind of, I feel like, if you get to a point where you screw up your entire audience, and I mean like your entire audience, and they all leave, then you're gonna fail as a business. And they're either gonna fail or they're not. But there has to be a sustainable market. Even if you slowly migrate from one market to a different market, as long as that new market is sustainable. Yeah, you think they own too much of the market to necessarily fail as a business? Because, I mean, they've certainly lost a large percentage of their customers. I mean, there's no denying that. Whether it's a significant percentage, I don't know, but I mean, there's definitely people who are walking away now who weren't before. Yeah, maybe the digital stuff can... Well, and that's probably why they're investing so heavily in it. In their digital... Well, and... We're in a place where D&D is... very digital. I mean, that's not all, but certainly a lot of it. I mean... That's kind of like my love of writing with pen and paper, and the ability to pull up a screen on any computer I'm on in a browser window and go to town. I prefer writing with pen and paper. I much prefer writing with pen and paper. But at the end of the day, I can't... It's hard to argue with the convenience of, where's my phone? Okay, note saved. Instead of wandering around the house looking for my notebook, or having to remember to bring my notebook everywhere when my phone's kind of always on me anyways. Bet WotC's not pulling its financial weight. Well, if they're not, you said that you think that looming financial failure... You say that looming failure is humorous, but you still hold the belief that WotC's not pulling its financial weight? Wouldn't that be indicative of quote-unquote looming financial failure? The music is both too loud and, like, not loud enough. If I turn it down in my headphones, it's too quiet. If I turn it up one notch in my headphones, it gets to be too loud. No middleman. Okay, so now we're down to 2. Ah! She enters the room. I don't think it's at risk of lights being off. I think after cuts, it's at least somewhat profitable. Okay. Basically, it's not like they're going to be shutting down, but they're definitely not doing as well financially as maybe they could be or should be. It was really interesting watching that video in particular because of the distinction between WotC and Hasbro. Because there are a number of D&D YouTubers where the narrative was very much, don't be angry at WotC, specifically the creatives, you know, the designers and artists and such, be angry at Hasbro. And then your take was very much the opposite of that. Of course, you're more, I would say, knowledgeable slash in the know slash involved than me, so I trust your take than like I'm just an outsider. I'm just watching all of this from the sidelines. You know, very removed, especially now that I don't actually play 5e anymore. So this way and then this way. Okay. So let's see, we got down to here. Yoink, yoink. Crossed. We're at 161 stitches. Total, like including the talking Drek. That's abysmal. I so should be stitching faster than that. Oh, hey, Aegis! Hello! Can't stay, but just wanted to be able to say hello. Totally understand. I have done that in my friends' streams on more than one occasion. So, but I appreciate you stopping in and I appreciate you chatting. Alright. Let's just continue with this color, shall we? Why not? Is this 31? 30? No, excuse me, 21. Okay, good. I didn't mess it up. Oh, it's still done up the other way. It's still done up the wrong way. Okay. Lesson in cross-stitchy times. So, these are the keepers that I have them on. These are the numbers. So, like, this is how I tell, you know, the pattern says it's 3031 and I go 3031. But I need to have this knot on this side in order to pull. But back when I was first doing it, what I would actually do is just put a sticker on the back with the symbol on it. Versus, like, here's the number, but here's the symbol. This is from probably Littlest Kitty, I would venture to guess. So this is where the knot is. So I have to pull this whole thing off, spin it around, and then take this this symbol off. Okay, so yeah, let me get this all situated here. Oh gosh, it's gonna be a mess. Here, I need room to work. I wasn't planning on, but I need room to work. Okay. Is it here? Can I get it? Oh, I'd have to do it way over here. Alright. So pull off. And then the rule is basically, if you're threading one of these, not that you guys are going to be doing this anytime soon, but hey. So basically, wherever side you want to pull from, this side or this side, you poke it where you want to pull it. I just always tell myself that. Poke it where you want to pull it, and it helps me remember. Ta-da! Now it's on the number side. Now I can take this off. Honestly, that logic, let's see, This bro has really done a lot of impressive things on the corporate side of things. Credit where credit's due. Always annoys you when people say that Billy over at corporate is on record as saying XYZ, so naturally Becky is taking marching orders from him. Honestly, by that logic, the janitor in the corporate office can boss around the directors of the subsidiaries. Just because they work at corporate and say something doesn't mean they are in enough of a pecking order to matter. I mean, as someone who's worked for a large corporate entity, I can certainly attest to the myth that, you know, that's like, I worked for Best Buy at one point. That doesn't mean I have any say at all in how they do things. Like, at all. Even my managers, it's like, I mean, that the, you know, here's where we're at. I'll do this camera. Here's where we're at, and then, like, here's where our manager's at, and then, like, here's where the next higher up is at, and then here's where the next higher up was at, and then here's the people that matter. So it's, like, so many steps removed. There's another one of these that's backwards, but that's okay. Well, now that we've gotten ourselves situated, let's get back on with the color at hand, shall we? And then at some point I'm gonna have to eat my breakfast. This is really good. Probably really bad for me. They had cheese on them, they were made of bread. Bad. Yeah, you don't. Even the people who come through and walk every so often, you know, like the district walks, even those guys are ultimately really small fry in the grand scheme of things, I think. We always did well in our district walks, though. Oh, bless you.
Excuse me.
I see that we are not losing nor winning. What, did they just get another touchdown? Was that a replay, or did they just get another touchdown?
Interception, allegedly, but there's a flag.
I was gonna say I saw the flag.
But it might be. It sounds like from what they're saying, it's going to be defensive pass interference.
Seriously? Oh wait.
Yes, we're on offense.
Yeah, I was saying. Okay, hold on.
Touchdown pass to Jefferson, but he tugged on the jersey to get ahead. Defense.
How has Darnold been doing?
Actually, this game, not too terrible.
Not too terrible?
No interceptions yet. We've had one turnover because Aaron Jones fumbled it at the 1. So we should be 3 scores up right now, but... Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look. Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. Oh, that is blatant.
Four penalties for 60 yards on Chicago.
That's... ouch.
Yeah.
You know what I think we're gonna do? I think we're gonna switch it up a little bit. Oh, yeah, that's right. I set my keyboard over here so that I would have a half a chance of being able to actually use it. Smart Tori. Don't bump the camera, Tori. Don't do that. Okay, that looks about correct, give or take. Alright, let's take a look here. Oh, yep. Oh. Oh, we're a little off from that. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let's do that. Should be 4. And then we're gonna go down. And then let's see. We gotta correct our pattern here. See. So this row below, we've done all of that row. And it looks like we've done 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we messed that up just a little bit, but that's okay. This one time, I'm just gonna let it slide. This one time, I'm just gonna let it slide. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna go... Wait. I think that's close enough. Yeah? Yeah, I think that's close enough. Okay, those are those 3. Let's end that there. And we're going to be approaching the repaired fabric here soon, so note to self, we got to be careful about that. Stop. Stop! Hitting the camera. That thread was holding on. Yep, you can even see it. In fact, you can see a lot better with this camera angle more than any other, but you see this line right down here. And right up here, right there, abouts. Yeah, right there and right here is the repaired fabric, where I had to reweave the fabric. So it's not going to be quite as... It'll work, but it's just, I can't like yank on it, pull on it really hard, anything like that. Okay. Ugh. And then we're gonna mark that off. Mark off. And then let's see. What if we start filling in this gap right here? Beautiful. 30-31. Oh, 14-7. We got another touchdown. I just missed it, but that's okay. I'd like to be about 2-3 touchdowns ahead in optimal scenario, but I'll take 1. Goth, it has nothing to do with expense. It would have been, in terms of time and stress level, it would have been way easier and better to replace it. However, this is hand-dyed fabric. I have absolutely zero guarantee or ability to get this exact specific shade of green fabric. If I tried to order this again, who knows what I'm gonna get. It's completely It's whatever it comes out as. So, the reason why I repaired it is because I really wanted this exact shade of green. Because as you can hopefully see, I know that cameras are horrible when it comes to color. They really are. But this color green with these shades of brown, it's like kind of perfect. It's like not too green, not too gray, not too blue. It really works with these shades of brown. I did try ordering a replacement one of these, and it came out to some like weird like sky blue strange color. It was like it didn't work at all. So the repair was because of the color coordination. Oh, remember last time when you okay, fair. Well, take it from me, this is the perfect shade of green, and yeah. Okay, now I just got myself in a knot. Let's try that again. On camera, it looks very, very gray. If looking at it like on my screen, I could see gray out of this. You know, and there's certainly tan, brown, golden. There's a couple of different browns in here actually. So, you're not entirely wrong. You're not entirely off. But in fact, I wish I had a way to part of me wonders if I can now, if I can do a compressor, gain expander, chroma key, color correction. If I can do color correction and just do that. Now here we go. Now if I up the saturation like kind of a crazy amount, let's turn that down a little bit. Actually, I'm trying to see if I can make it match closer to what it kind of looks like. So the browns aren't quite right. The browns translate on camera really, really well. So what you saw the thread as before this filter, that's what the threads really are. But the fabric color is like, I have to get it all the way up to there just to even give you an idea. Like in real life, this fabric is actually very, very, very green. But that's not really a good representation of what the... So I'm gonna delete that filter. Oh yeah, wow, that is so crazy, that difference. I kind of want it back now. Give me back a little bit of color. Okay, there we go. A little bit more color. Yikes. I didn't realize how off it would be until I turned the filter off, and I was like, whoa, that is very gray. No wonder you thought it was gray. Oh my gosh, it is 12:16 already. I have stuff I gotta be doing. Shoot. The most annoying ones are the neon pink and blaze orange. Oh, you mean like colors that are difficult for you to see, or? Ah. I think, was it him? I'm trying to remember who it was, but I was talking to someone and they were telling me about how... Uh-oh. Wait. I off by one again? Maybe I need to go eat my breakfast. There's no way. This has got to be the 3. That's got to be the 1, which means I am. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. So I'm going to have to undo all this bit down here. And it's 12 o'clock and I still have not had breakfast. Yeah, it was fun. I did get all of this done and all of this done. So I did get a fair amount done. And I got to true test the kind of camera setup stuff. Oh no, Galaxy! I was just gonna end the stream. Oh, Galaxy, I can't end the stream if you just got on here. I can't do that. Ugh. I can't end the stream if you just popped on. I'm gonna have to frog all that stuff, y'all. Woohoo! Okay, if I'm really careful, I can probably pull out the thread that I tucked. The tucked thread. I can find it. Was that Dutch Comic Con? Oh, that sounds fun. Were you having a good time? Alright. Do I really gotta cut this one? There's no way, because this is definitely the... Wasn't it? Okay. Fine. Fine. I'm not saying that to you guys, I'm saying that to the project. Fine. You know what? You want to do it the hard way? We'll do it the hard way, Mr. Project. I thought I was doing good. I thought I was focusing. Nope. It's Frog Central up in here. Oh, mystery dice. Oh, that's cool. You'll have to post a picture in the Discord. Okay, here we go. So we're at the 3, right? Yep, so we're at the 3. So let's do that, all that. Boing. Frogged. Done. Frogged. Marked off. I was just procrastinating doing all this frogging anyway, so when Galaxy showed up and I figured, well, I can't end the stream now. Might as well get all this frogging done. Okay. See no delicious frogs? Well, that's the term for undoing the work that you've already done. So when I undo stitches like that, it's called frogging. I don't know about delicious frogs. I've never eaten frog, and I'm not particularly interested in trying. I can't say I'm chomping at the bit to try frog. Yeah, not something I'm super excited about. Teen Frog. I swear that's been the theme this whole stream, is for every so many stitches I do, there's like a third of it that ends up getting frogged. So like I'm making progress, but very slowly. I'm not a big eater of like non-processed meats. Like I can eat like ground beef and like boneless chicken, and that's about it. I don't really do steak or like wings or anything with bone or fat or at least discernible fat in it. Like I don't do roasts, I already said steak, but Kermit seems very stuffed. See, and there's that optical illusion of everything lining up, so I thought I was good, but evidently I was not, and I had to go redo all that stuff. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is... Gosh, that's kind of a ways out, isn't it? So let's mark all of these as done. And then 1, 2, 3, or let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 stitch. So it's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4 stitch. So right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe one more over, maybe about like here. And it's down 1. Okay, we'll park that there because I don't trust that to be entirely accurate. Oh, shepherd's pie is the best. I love shepherd's pie. Like, even bad shepherd's pie. It's like like how Taco Bell is bad Mexican food, and I used to love Taco Bell. I don't really actually eat it anymore, but I do love me some shepherd's pie. 21. Alright, let's kind of redo a bunch of that stuff that I did. Shall we? Shook. I've been actually losing weight again. I'm supposed to be losing weight, but I keep eating too much. Let me how that works. I managed to lose like 10 pounds, but then I gained like 5 to 6 of it back, at least in current standing, so, but, let's see, so it actually should be up here, shouldn't it? Yeah. Okay. Oh, and we've got a parts thread, so now we get to deal with that joy. Joy that is parts threads. That's why I don't really do parking that much anymore, but... Okay, there we go. Alright, so we should be down next to the 4. That is correct. Bump the camera, make everybody seasick, because why not? We're still holding at 14 and 7. I'll take it. Wish we were doing a little bit better, but... That one got twisted, that's not right. Alright, let's try this again, you. Please don't make me regret this. Okay. And it's about the same. Okay, so now we're down even with the 4. So here, here. Okay. Yeah. I'm taking the perspective of lightweight diet. So don't go crazy and eat all the sugary terrible things, but like have a few sugary terrible things. 'Cause it's the holidays. Oh, yep, and then this is here. Oh my gosh, I parked it in the right spot. I counted that correctly! Shock! I was not expecting that to be actually parked in the right spot at all. Alright. It's a threading technique I learned from my sister. Thank you very much, sister. True story, she's the one who got me back into stitching. She, yeah, huge influence on my ability to get back into stitching, doing full coverage, the new techniques I learned for how to store my floss so it wasn't nearly as annoying, because bobbins are annoying. Sorry anyone who's a bobbin user, but nope. Will not go back to using bobbins. Thread drops are the way to go. Mark off. Mark off, mark off. Hi, Cat. Would you like to say hello to everybody? Hello? Would you like to say hello? Say hello. It is Kitty. Good morning. Yes. Yes. That's my hey! Hey, that's my sandwich! Don't eat my sandwich! Goober? Don't knock the camera over either, Goober. My goodness. Here, I was trying to be nice and invite you up here to hang out with us, and what do? You try to eat my sandwich. She's just over there. How did I do this? How did I have this angled? I'm so confused. There. Something like that. There we go. I was trying to be nice to her. I was trying to be nice to her. And what does she do? She eats my sandwich. It's not cool, man. It's not cool. Alright. So let's finish this off right here. And... let's see, 1, 2, 3, Stitch. 1, 2, 3, Stitch. Park that there. And you know what? Now it has been nearly 2 hours. So, I am going to go ahead and go eat my sandwich. And actually what I'm probably going to end up doing is turning all the lights off, curling up, and playing some Divinity Original Sin 2 while I'm doing loads of laundry. But anyways, thank you so much everyone for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the stream and stitching for a bit. And hey, because of you guys, I broke 200 on my stitch count today, which is pretty cool actually. So, huzzah. But yeah, camera's up there. I'll catch you guys next time.